Notice how your spine feels this morning as you maybe sit up a little bit taller, and notice in your seated position if you're leaning a little bit forward or maybe to the side, or you're kind of not as lengthened as you could be, and make some small adjustments to really feel supported by all the muscles in the back. And then you consciously relax those muscles. And you feel that drawing up sensation from the base of the spine to the crown of your head. Bringing your awareness to your breath. As we move into deepening the breath, breathing in and out through the nose, and feeling the way that your belly expands on the inhale and empties on the exhale.
That's Ashley's nap. I said technically that's Ashley's nap. She's too squishy. Which for like yoga it's too squishy.
On your next inhale, when your belly fills, halfway through that inhalation, draw the navel back toward the spine and let the breath rise up through the ribs into the chest. And exhale down from the chest, ribs, belly, drawing the navel back again. Nice and firm. Then we inhale, belly expands. Continuing to inhale, we draw the navel back. The breath rises through the ribs, chest, right up to the collarbones. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly, draw it back. Inhale to expand, drawing the navel back, we let it rise. If it's comfortable this time around for you to hold your breath, go for it. When you're ready to exhale, let it go, chest to belly, drawing the navel back toward the spine. Take 2 more rounds like that on your own. See where it takes you. To your natural breath. Again, sitting up tall, readjusting a little bit if you need to, and dropping your chin down toward your chest. So you can feel the back of your neck open. Let's inhale together. And on the exhale, rolling your head to the right side, stacking your ear over your shoulder. Next inhale, rolls your chin back down toward the chest. And exhale over to the left side. Inhale, roll it back down. And exhale, right side. And continue that movement for a few more rounds. Connecting breath and movement. And the next time your head rolls over to the right side, hold it there. And then go ahead and take your hands down by your sides and walk your fingertips away from your body. Draw the shoulders back. And then when your left hand gets as far out as it can, go ahead and lift it straight out to the side. Reach through the fingers. Lift it to about shoulder height. Keeping the head tilted over to the right side. Breathe into the left side of the neck. Into the shoulder. You'll feel it all the way down to the fingertips. And then go ahead and drop your fingertips to point toward the floor. And take a breath. And slowly release the arm back down. Slide your hands back in. Roll your chin back down toward the chest. Take a breath here. Allowing the muscles to slowly recoil. We don't want to shock them, then you end up with a sore neck. And we'll take the head over to the left side, left ear over the left shoulder. Again, sitting up tall, draw the shoulders back, walk the fingertips away. When that right hand is ready to lift, lift the arm to about shoulder height. Take a breath. Good. Flexing at the wrist. It's actually extending, fingers point down toward the mat. And breathe. And slowly releasing that arm down. Chin rolls back down. Take a breath. Lifting the head. Clasping behind the neck to support the neck as we let the head drop back, keeping your mouth open just a bit. The elbows come out wide. Again, we lift the heart. Take a breath. Releasing your head back to center. Reach the arms up toward the sky. Inhale. On your exhale, arms come out and down. Let's take a few rounds like that. Inhale to reach through the fingertips as you breathe and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, out and down. Feeling the rotation in the shoulders. Inhale. Maybe you lift your gaze this time around. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. This time on your exhale, take it to a twist to the left side. So right hand comes onto left knee, left hand back behind you, straightening that left arm as much as you can. And the arm is up against your body, if you can get it like that, to really help you lengthen the spine. And then we breathe, inhale to lengthen. And exhale, drawing the navel back toward the spine. One more breath like that here. Next inhale takes you back through center, sweeping the arms out and up. And exhale over to the right side. That right arm comes back, left hand over, looking toward the shoulder. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, drawing back. One more breath. Inhale back through center, arms out and up. On your exhale, leaning forward, hands come down to support you, walking your hands forward as you drop into a fold, seeing where that takes you, and mindful of your low back. If you feel pulling, back off. Take a deep breath. See if your head can drop in a little bit more. One more breath here. Next inhale rolls you back up, keeping the arms down. Let's switch up the legs and do that fold again to even out the hips. Hands come out in front and walk it out. Find your fold. Once you get into the fold, connect with your breath. Feeling that release on the exhale, the head drops a little bit more. Next inhale rolls you back up. Good. Taking a moment here, hands on knees, pulling yourself up tall. Just to attune to your whole body once again. Notice all the different sensations and a little bit of movement that we've done so far. And when you're ready to, we're going to make our way forward onto forearms and knees. So your elbows will be under your shoulders. And your palms down or lightly, fingers lightly interlocked. Taking a moment here to find length in the spine from the tailbone to the top of the head. Let's breathe, inhale and expand the belly. And on the exhale, draw the navel back toward the spine. We'll take one more breath here like that. Inhale and exhale. Taking the left leg back behind you, keeping the toes on the mat. Squaring off the hips, pressing into the elbows so the shoulders stay engaged. Then on an inhale, just lifting that left leg. So we keep the hip square, the foot is flexed. We're reaching through the heel. We're holding after we find that perfect amount of tension where we know that's about as high as we can lift it with keeping the hip square. Your head stays in line with the spine. Engaging the core. So draw the navel back toward the spine. And then go ahead and bend that leg. Press the sole of the foot up toward the sky. Take a breath here. Inhale to extend it back out. And exhale, knee comes down. And then go ahead and round your back into hare pose or rabbit. Really pressing the middle of your back up toward the sky. Deep breath here. Making your way back to a neutral spine. We'll do that with the right leg. So slide your right leg back, toes stay down. You can feel that little adjustment in the hips. The core is strong. Then we lift the leg, keeping the hip square, flexing the foot. Lift until you feel engagement in the glute. Shoulders are strong. Bending the leg, pressing the sole of the foot up toward the sky. Taking a breath here. Inhale to extend the leg back out. Exhale, knee comes down. Once again, we'll round the back. Head hovers above the mat. Take a breath. And rising up to hands and knees. Moving into cat-cow for a few rounds at your own pace. Connecting with your breath. As you make your way back to a neutral spine, I'm going to walk the hands over to the right side, just one handprint. So they're a little bit off center, and then lift the left knee out to the side. Good. Keeping that leg at a 90-degree angle, flexing the left foot. Shoulders are strong, arms are strong. We're going to circle that left knee. Big circles. Staying with the breath as you move. Change direction. back to neutral. Go ahead and extend that leg out to the side. Engaging the core. Let's inhale. And on the exhale, take the knee back down. Good. Walk your hands over to the left side, that one hand print. And when you're ready, the right knee comes out. And we do the same thing. Start to circle it a few times in each direction. Take it back to center and extend the leg out to the side. Inhale. And on the exhale, we bring it back in. Knees come out wide, big toes touch. We sit back into our wide leg child's pose. Arms extended. Finding your breath here. Take one more breath here. And when you're ready to rise, you can come back up to table, make your way into down dog. Just to create a little more space in the body. Pedal your feet, rock your hips. Breathing into your belly. When you're ready to inhale up to your toes. And on the exhale, knees come down. Good. We're going to grab our blocks and stand them up tall. So on kind of hands and knees with the blocks underneath you. Good. And we're going to take the left foot forward. And what we're going to do is a half Hanumanasana, which is a half split. So we're just going to work to extend that front leg right here. Good. And then maybe we walk our hands back so that way we can come up a little bit taller. Lifting the heart, draw the shoulders back, flexing this left foot back. Good. Take a breath here. We'll work our way slowly into this full posture. Good. We're going to take this knee back to meet the right knee and switch it up. So the right leg is coming forward. Same thing. We work to lengthen here. Maybe walk your blocks back even more. That right foot is forward. Yep, flexing. And breathe. Good. And take it back. And we'll revisit that later. So we come back to hands and knees. Let's come into our down dog once again. Next inhale takes you to plank. Nice straight line in your plank. And let's all set our knees down so we have that line from shoulders to knees. Good. Looking forward. Inhale. On your exhale, lower halfway. Activate the arms. And then we inhale and press it back up. Good. And on the exhale, we lower all the way down. Forehead touches. And inhale, peel it up, baby cobra. Lengthening through the back of the neck. Bring your awareness as we hold here to the tops of your feet. And put a little pressure on the tops of your feet, pressing into the mat. Drawing the shoulders down and back, the heart forward. Breathe into the belly. You feel that little bit of rise and fall of the body. Draw the elbows closer into the body. And then point your toes into the mat. So tuck your toes so they point. Yep. And on your inhale, see if you can press back up to your modified plank. And then down dog. Hips up toward the sky. Deep breath into the belly. Next inhale, take your left leg out, up, and over, keeping your core engaged. So we lift that left knee as high as we can, flexing your left foot, shoulders square to the mat. Maybe seeing how it feels to release the right heel down. Inhale, extend the left leg way up toward the sky. Drop your head, lift your hips high. Exhale, left foot comes down. Inhale up to your toes. Exhale, knees come down. Let's take it into child's pose for a couple breaths before we move on to the other side. Be more gradual today with our practice. Good. When you're ready to move, make your way back up to table. Walk your hands forward, one handprint to find your modified plank. So drop your hips, yep. Find that line, inhale. On your exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press it back up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, peel it up to cobra. See where it takes you. Point your toes into the mat, down dog. Deep breath. When you're ready to, right leg out, up and over. Flexing the right foot, lifting that knee high. Keep the core engaged, so we're always supporting the hip flexor, the low back. Be releasing through that left heel. Next inhale extends the right leg way up high. Feel your head drop, your hips lift higher. And then exhale, releasing that foot down. We're going to walk our feet out to the width of our mat, walking our hands back so we come into a fold there. Deep bend in the knees. So the torso is touching the thighs, wrapping your arms around your legs. Take a deep breath here. Release through the back of the neck. Lifting up halfway, hands to shins, inhale. Good, exhale to your fold. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good, take your right hand to center here. Take it straight down onto the mat. Bend your knees if you need to. Let's sweep the left arm back and then up toward the sky so we connect with a twist. Maybe your head turns in that direction. Then bring your awareness to your legs and see where it takes you to kind of bend and straighten both knees while you're in this twist. So you feel a little release, a little stretch on the inner right thigh. We're breathing. And then with the legs as straight as you can get them without forcing, just whatever your flexibility allows. See if you can lengthen the spine forward a little bit more. And now let's circle that left arm forward and down, and we'll switch it up. Maybe take a breath in between, rock your hips from side to side, and feel free to use a block under your hand as well to give your spine a little more length. When you're ready, the right arm comes back and up, and we find a twist on this side. We attune to the legs, we bend and straighten so we can find a little more space in the hamstrings, the adductors, then the spine. One more breath here. Good. And let's circle it forward and down back to our fold. Heel toeing the feet together. Keep the knees bent, and let's inhale and roll up to standing. Reaching the arms out and up. And exhale. Hands to heart center. Taking a moment here. Tuning in to all the different sensations in your body. Taking a moment to set an intention from this place of feeling more centered, grounded, balanced. How you want to move through your day today. Or even the idea that the day is moving through you. So we really kind of relinquish that control that sometimes causes us a lot of stress. Arms come down by your sides, palms out. Drawing your awareness to the soles of your feet, lifting your toes on an inhale, spread them out wide. On the exhale, set them down, little to big, soften through the knees, feeling neutral here. From the soles of the feet, we can feel that energetic connection down into the earth. And if you'd like, if you feel maybe a little flighty, you can imagine, even if you don't, imagine a cord dropping down from the soles of your feet, right to the center of the earth. I have a friend that calls it, or describes it as a ruby cord, and I kind of love that. So if you like that, bring that image in. It's a ruby cord. Deep breath. And you can draw that grounding energy up through the body on an inhale. On your exhale, let it flow out through your fingertips. So you feel contentment and ease in your heart. And your next inhale, we reach the arms out and up. So let your arms drop back a little bit, hips press forward. And on your exhale, dive into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And let's reverse our swan dive. Inhale. We'll add to this a little bit. Exhale to chair. We'll keep an easy flow. Inhale to rise. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise. Press the hips forward, arms back. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands come down. Let's inhale, walk the hands forward, finding your plank. On your exhale, left knee comes down. Let's kickstand that lower leg off to the side, extending your right leg back as you come into a variation of side plank. Maybe turning your gaze up toward your right hand. And let's start to take this right arm out wide, and maybe your right leg kind of walks back to support you into another variation of wild thing, where you open your heart to the sky. Maybe that arm comes overhead, and breathe. Next inhale circles you back through center. Find your plank, lifting both knees. We'll inhale. On your exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, rise up to cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, back to plank. Right knee comes down. And we do the same thing other side, extending that left leg. Left arm comes up, you set yourself up. And then you take it out wide to where you want to go with this variation of wild thing, and breathe. Next inhale circles you back, finding your plank. On your exhale, we slowly lower. Inhale to rise. Exhale, child's pose. Any variation, knees together, knees out wide. Connect with your breath. When you're ready to rise, you can come up to hands and knees. Make sure you have your blocks handy. And we're going to take the left foot forward. Tuck your back toes. Let's kind of find a lunge, but just to walk that right knee way back. And really stay mindful of how that back knee feels throughout this process. Walk your blocks back so the torso comes up as high as you can. Keep the back toes tucked. And then maybe start to inch this front foot forward back to that split. So we're in a little bit more of a split now, this time around. Lengthening up toward the sky. Find your breath. Engaging into the right glute. Kind of tuck your tailbone, engage your core. Reach through the crown of the head. And then decide if maybe you have a little bit more in you. You might lower the blocks to take that back knee back a little bit more. But really here we want to be able to lengthen the spine, flex that front foot, take a breath. And then it's always finding our way out. That's the fun part. So we press into the blocks to slide that front foot back. We make our way back to our knees. And then decide if you want a cat-cow, whatever you need to do before you switch it up to the other side. And then when you're ready for the other side, we'll take the right foot forward. That same process where you find a lunge, you set the knee down, we're mindful of the back knee, keeping the toes tucked, or you could try it with the top of the foot on the mat. But again, just make sure it feels comfortable back there. When you're ready to take that front leg out in front, slide it out. It's like old times, right? Doing splits. So Hanuman jumped over the ocean to find the cure for Lakshman, Sita, the story of the Ramayana. So it's a posture of courage, helps to develop confidence. Take a breath. And when you're ready to release, you probably know the best way to come out of it, so you'll find your way. Good. And then take a moment to just, if you're comfortable sitting back on your heels in a seated position, go for it. Otherwise, a comfortable seated position to just honor the posture, to close your eyes, to tune into the body. Notice the different sensations that you might be feeling. Relaxing, relax the shoulders, the face, the jaw. And when you're ready to move again, we'll come back up to our knees for camel pose. So knees are about hip width. We'll take our hands back behind us for this one. So we want to draw the elbows closer together, and we're engaging the quadriceps, the glutes, the core. On an inhale, we lengthen the spine, so we lift the heart. Press the hips forward, let the head drop back, and just see where this variation takes you. Lifting the heart toward the sky, breathe. And then take it back to center. Drop your arms down, drop your chin towards your chest. Let's inhale. On your exhale, roll your head to the right side. Inhale, roll the chin back down toward the chest. Exhale, left side. Inhale, chin back down. And we'll take it back to center. Now tucking the toes so they point into the mat. Feel free to put a blanket or to roll your mat a little bit here if your knees are getting uncomfortable like mine. And the other way for Zoom. And this time, with our toes pointing into the mat, we're going to reach for the left heel. Fingertips to left heel. Good. Reach that right arm up toward the sky. Press the hips forward. So same thing, quadriceps, glutes, core. are engaged. We're reaching through this arm, and then we turn to look over the left shoulder. Finding your breath here. See if you can let that right arm drop back a little bit more. That line from your right hand down to the right hip, to the knee. Next inhale, use this arm as an anchor and come back to center. Both arms come up. Inhale. On your exhale, right hand reaches back for the heel. Good, we're engaging quadriceps, glutes, core. Press the hips forward. Left arm comes back as we look over the right shoulder. And breathe. Good, inhale back through center. One more time, take your hands to your low back where we started, engaging the lower body. Inhale, lifting, lengthening. Exhale, letting the head drop back. Excuse me. Draw the elbows together. Next inhale takes you back up. Hands come down. We're moving slow so we don't shock the muscles in the back, and we're making our way into child's pose with the knees together. So even in that, take it slow into your child's pose. Lower down slowly. Maybe put a block under your forehead. The arms can come down by your sides. Good, and breathe. Take one more breath here. And then when you're ready to, we're going to come forward back to our forearms again, like we did in the beginning. On forearms, either palms down or lightly interlock the fingers. Point your toes into the mat. We're going to rise up to dolphin here. So it's like down dog, but on your forearms. Shoulders are strong. If at any time you need to set your knees down, then set them down, take a break, and then meet back up. When you're ready, on an inhale, lift the left leg up toward the sky. Come up on your right toes. Release through the crown of the head. And then slowly set that leg back down. Inhale, right leg out and up. Hold for the exhale. And slowly set it down. We'll hold here, take one more breath. Maybe come way up on your toes and feel your body rock forward. If your neck is up for it, and only you can gauge that, but you maintain a lot of weight in the arms, pressure in the arms, but you rock forward so maybe the top of your head touches the mat. And when you're ready to release, you set your knees down and you come back to rabbit pose. You don't move too fast anytime you're in that kind of inversion. Make sure you're breathing deeply into the belly. And if you want to try that again, go for it, where you lift your hips and feel that shift forward and the crown of your head touches the mat. It's a little preparation for headstand that we're not going to do today. But it's prep, right? The shoulders are working. Good. Take one more breath where you are. Just let the blood pressure even out. And then you can make your way into a plank. So come up to your hands. Extend the legs back. Inhale. On your exhale, slowly lower down. All the way down. Good. Take a moment here. Slide your hands up. Rest your forehead on your hands. Bend your legs. Rock them from side to side. Let go. We're done with all the hard stuff for today. Taking it back to center. And then all you're going to do is just roll yourself onto your back from here. And as you come onto your back, draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Good. Rock a little bit from side to side. Give your back a massage. You did a lot of heart opening, which equates to back bending today. So we want to make sure we take care of the body. And as you come back to center, plant your feet on the mat, grab a block. Lifting your hips high enough so you can slide that block under your sacrum. And then go ahead and lift your legs up toward the sky. Good. And your arms, maybe they come out wide or overhead, or your hands just rest on your belly. And breathe. And while your legs are here, flex your feet, reach through the heels. See how far back towards your head you can take your legs while keeping them straight. So a little variation of plow, good. And slowly take the legs out wide, flexing the feet so you keep reaching through the heels as you take the legs out wide. And then inhale, take them back together. Do that 2 more times. Exhale, legs out wide. Inhale to draw them back. And last one, on your own. One more breath here. When you're ready to, plant your feet back on the mat. And if you'd like, if you think that it might feel good, you can extend with the block under you, extend your legs straight out. Sometimes that feels nice to release through the hips, the sacrum, the pelvis. Deep breath. If you're comfortable to take a couple more breaths here, go for it. And then when you're ready, plant your feet back on the mat, lifting up enough just to take the block out from underneath you. And rocking your knees from side to side. And your arms can come out wide. Turning your head away from your knees. After a couple of rounds, when you're ready to come back through center, you can take it into your happy baby. Soles of the feet, yep, point up toward the sky. Knees track toward armpits and outer ribs. We work to lengthen the spine on the mat for at least a breath, just so we can kind of feel. We draw the shoulders back toward the mat, the tailbone toward the mat, and then kind of let it go from there and let ourselves be where we are in the posture, breathing deeply. Maybe there's some rocking. When you're ready to release from here, go ahead and extend your legs up toward the sky first on an inhale. Maybe tuck your hands under your backside for support. On your exhale, slowly lower your legs almost all the way down. Bend your knees if you need to. Good. When you're ready, on an inhale, let's lift them back up. So we find that activation in the core that radiates out through the whole body. When you're here, flex the feet, reach through the heels, maybe lift your hips a little bit so you really activate through the lower belly, and then exhale, slowly lower down. This time, lower all the way down. Once your legs are all the way down, reach your arms overhead. over your head. Yep. And we're going to create our little crescent moon shape. So to the left side first, the legs and the arms to the left side. Good. Opening through the right side of the body. Find your breath. When you're ready to take it over to the other side, go for it. Back to center, making your preparations for Shavasana. So tuning in if there's any other movements that you would like before you relax, go for it, of course. Giving yourself permission to completely relax, knowing that you've hit, I think, just about every spot in the body in your practice today. You've connected your mind and your body. Just begin to come back to your breath. Deepening it just a bit to draw your awareness back to your body. Some small movements. Doing what feels right to bring yourself all the way back and eventually rolling onto your right side. Take your time. From here, also taking your time and coming up to a seated position when you're ready. Keeping your eyes closed. Hands together. Deep breath. Bowing your head down, taking a moment to honor yourself. And to remember your intention as you embark on the rest of your day. It's a wonderful day. Namaste.
Namaste.